Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the eShop Action Committee. It's the end of June again, and I've done only one interview this month. That's very little, so I'll likely have to do another one. And luckily I have two lovely people here who I get to talk to. First off, we have Sean.
Hi.
And secondly, oh shoot, I've already forgot your name. That's really bad.
Lucy. My name's Lucy.
Lucy.
I'm sorry, I only contact with Sean, so that's very unfortunate. So, but welcome. But before you ask really anything about the game and the company, we will always let the guests introduce themselves to the people listening in. So the floor is yours.
Oh, hi. So we're the Dangerous Kitchen. We're making Mambo on the Switch, and it's our first game. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Fair enough. So you haven't made anything previously, right?
No, it's our first game.
This is the first thing we've ever done together.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. Very cool. So for the player who isn't really familiar with the game, how would you explain the basic idea of the Mambo the best?
So it's kind of like a Smash Bros style game where you're going to knock people off the screen, but you use one button which has 3 attacks. So if you press once, you do one attack. If you hold and release, you do a different attack. If you hold a bit longer and release, you do a stronger attack. So it's kind of minimal Smash, that's how we describe it. But we have more modes, like a single player and survival, etc., etc.
Gotcha. So where did the idea of the Mambo originate from? From the looks of things, it has flavors of WarioWare randomness, but also local multiplayer quirks that make it really stand on its own.
So we originally just met at university, and we were like, we're gonna have to make a game. We love games and stuff.
Right.
It took a long time before we actually got to a point where we're together and working and stuff. And we were looking for someone to code our game, but it just didn't work out. So our other team member, Amit, he learned how to code through YouTube.
Oh, wow.
So the Mambo was the first thing we made. It just kind of happened. But, we were also very, very hyped for Smash Bros. 3DS, because we love Smash so much. And
a prototype happened just through Smash hype. And they were like, hey, this is actually pretty fun. We should maybe continue this. And then we did, and now we're here.
Seems simple enough. So I played it somewhat, and what I personally like about the game is its care for simplicity. With a stick and 2 buttons, you made a game that anybody can grasp. And I think that's in particular true in how you attack friends or foes. How did that specific mechanic come together?
I think it was due to our limitations at the time, because obviously Amit just learned how to code, so we didn't know too much of what we were doing. But so that's why the attacks move in 4 directions.
Right.
It just worked out. And then we're also big Nintendo fans. I'm a huge fan of Miyamoto and stuff, and just the simplicity of the jump in Mario Bros. I've always loved. So we kind of just tried to do that with our attack system.
Simple enough answers. I like it. With these mechanics, handing a controller and then starting to play is quite snappy. Was it your focus really first and foremost to make a really solid local multiplayer?
Yeah, actually, the first prototype was multiplayer.
Right.
It was we made it for to play on a computer, so 2 people can play on one keyboard. So yeah, that was the first prototype.
Yeah, the prototype was 2-player. It looked quite different. It was just a black character and a white character. And then we sort of hey, we could probably add more players to this. So we made all the different colours and added 2 more players, and it seemed to still work. So we kept
going. Talking about the local multiplayer, the Mambo mode is quite fun, jumping, stomping, and attacking to fling opponents around, and ensure that the ground around them disappears. I think that the stages accommodate that really well. Was it fun to design these?
It was. I think during the beginning of development, we had a choice. We were how do we do the stages? Do we build terrain and stuff? Mm-hmm. But we were no, let's do blocks, because number one, it's easy for the player to understand that if a block breaks, it's just a little square. It's easy to grasp. But also it's easy for us to build. It's like Lego, right? It's really simple.
Yeah, and actually, when we started making there are various block types. When we started making them, we really just changing something really small in the stage completely changes it. And so, at the moment we've got 25 stages in the main multiplayer, the Mambo mode. And I feel like we have quite a good variation of different stages. Although, after we made the single player afterwards, and the variety we managed to get there was... I didn't even think we could make that many stages with all the blocks we had. But yeah, I think we'll be doing some free DLC for the game.
Oh wow! Later
in the year, and I think after making our single player, that's going to influence some of our new Mambo modes that we'll be making. I think it'll be really... I'm actually looking forward to making some more levels. Single player was really fun to build levels. That was Sean, mainly Sean and myself. Was a single player, and that was pretty fun.
We'll get back to the single player in a little bit, but it's fun how it's set up, because you just choose a character color, you put your controller in, you choose one of the stages, and they unlock as you go, so which makes it fun to return to as well.
Oh, thank you.
One thing I noticed was when our matches took too long, like everything started to glitch out and became more difficult to stay well composed. Was that like a hard limit in place to ensure to keep it entertaining or just to keep them on their toes?
Yeah, because when we originally showed off the game, the matches just kept going on, and we were like, oh, we need a timer. And so we added that. That was our way of doing it.
We had to do something weird. So everything deteriorates. That's the first thing we went to.
Yeah, my first experience with that was on the lava stage. So then it started happening, and the bits of lava were the first things to disappear. I was like, what is going on?
We have fun with our events because everyone's like, oh my god, it's glitching, what's happening? And we just go along with it, say, oh god, the game's going, what's happening with the game?
That thing makes it even more fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, entertaining for us too.
Right, I guess that's true. Well, the Mambo mode offers like plenty. There are 2 other modes in this package. So let's talk about survival first. This seems like a fun way to use those mechanics. It has like this really this Space Invaders vibe to it, but you can move freely here.
That was the plan.
Yeah, we wanted something. Well, this was this mode's Amit's idea. He wanted something co-op. So he's like, I've got this idea, I'm going to do it, guys. And we didn't have that much time left to finish the game. He's like, no, I'm going to do it. He managed to get it in, and I'm really glad it's there. It's kind of a nice...
it's a great move.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice break, say, single players killing you. I know it was helping you when you were testing the game.
Yeah. I would let off some steam in survival.
Right. I found it personally like the trickiest mode, as there was a lot to keep in mind. Like the stand you're running on, or the televisions will disappear if you let them be attacked. So I guess the question here is, what's the best way to approach that mode? Because I felt I got more done alone, but I got further with an additional player.
It's tough. I think both are quite valid options.
Yeah, I mean, so when you're playing with someone, it's easy to protect the stage, but also you can knock each other upwards to help each other reach higher. And you can also look after different parts of the screen. So I'll take the left side or whatever.
Yeah, so it depends on who you're playing with. If you're coordinated, then you probably
if you're playing with Sean, it's more of a versus mode than a co-op mode.
Throwing shade there.
It's pretty fun. I think personally I enjoy the fact that it could be, it depends. It does depend who you're playing with. If you're very competitive with another person, it does turn into also a versus mode as well, which is quite fun.
So finally there's the solo mode, which offers like more than 70 stages to play through. I only dabbled into this a little bit, but I do love everything about it. It uses the mechanics in a more traditional action game. It has the wackiness of the multiplayer. Can you explain a bit more about it?
Yeah, it was... So originally we wanted to do a WarioWare meets Zelda 2, but we didn't have enough time to fully realize that. So this was kind of inspired by the in Super Mario 3D World, they have the Mystery House challenges?
Yes.
Kind of inspired by that. There's WarioWare.
A bit of Mortal Kombat Towers.
A bit of Mortal Kombat in there. It's kind of like a mix. And yeah, it was just really fun to make.
The atmosphere of the single player is hectic and intense. It jumps almost instantly from stage to stage, which seems to be very beneficial to warrant multiple playthroughs. Was this what you were going with it?
Yeah, definitely. We wanted to make it as replayable as possible.
Yeah, that's why all the challenges are fairly short.
Right.
Because the mode is designed to be quite difficult. So if there are stages that went on for minutes and minutes, and you had to replay them, it would get probably quite frustrating.
And interestingly, in every mode, like I found more usage for a particular move of the attack button. Like in solo, the pattern seems to complement like dodging or using those charge attacks for some reason. Like I have not played for the entire like single player yet. Will this change like in the last number of rounds, or is there's can I basically just finish it by using those two basic moves?
Well, we have these blocks that break depending on what attack you use.
Yeah.
So obviously you will have to use the shots to break those blocks later.
I had to use it in one or two stages, yeah. But I was wondering if that will happen more, but we'll see about that.
It's really varied. Did you just play the easy tower?
I did the first two.
Oh, you completed the second one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool. It gets a lot more varied and challenging. I think some are a lot more platformy, some are you have to be a bit more strategic. I don't know how we got so much variety, but we did.
Oh, I do look forward to that for sure.
Yeah, some are more battle-y, so there's some bosses that are coming up. I think you must have seen one boss.
Yeah, I've seen one boss. Yeah, for sure.
One boss.
Cool. Yeah, you've only really hit the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more.
Oh dear! I look forward to that.
And you may hate us when you get to the end.
I might have to treat you and say I hate you now. I might have to do that. Who knows? We'll see about that. Like the Mambo is coming to Nintendo Switch, which is interesting in itself. Like, who approached who, and how has your interaction with Nintendo been?
So we were originally planning on putting the game on PlayStation
and PC.
PC, and then we had our Japanese publisher, Chorus Worldwide. They had the game at Bit Summit last year,
right?
And that was the first time
Was
Nintendo.
it last year? Or was it you?
It's
No,
2016.
Yeah, 16.
And that was the first time Nintendo were there, and they liked it, and they were like...
They just came and I think they were scouting for people, and they came and played our game and said they liked it, and then we went to TGS later that year with the game, with Chorus, and they came and met with us again and tried our single player. That was really intense. I've never been so tense in my life.
So yeah, it just all happened through Bit Summit, really.
Yeah, that was quite amazing.
So how is it to be on Nintendo Switch? Like, I can't imagine the feeling of having your game on a platform like it.
It's great, because we're all Nintendo nerds, so it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, it was, and weirdly, the Mambo, I don't know how this happened, but it really fits with the Switch specifically.
Yeah, because like it's a simple game, multiplayer, like a simple amount of buttons, and it just worked. It was just great.
Yeah, the simplicity of just having one Joy-Con. I really like playing all the modes with one Joy-Con, to be honest. It just really suits it. It's such a great coincidence that happened.
So, what are your future plans as a company? I know that there are PlayStation and Steam versions in the works, and you're working on DLC. I guess that's your lot for right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
pretty much. We need to get through this first, and then, hopefully be able to afford to keep making games. That's the dream.
That's the most important part, really. So is there anything we missed to mention or that you would like to bring up before we close?
Biogame? I'm kidding. Just give it a go if you want to Smash style.
Weird amalgamation of WarioWare meets loads of other different...
Wow. Oh well, I guess that's it then. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thank you for the interview.
And you can find them on Twitter at The Dangerous Kitchen?
At TG Kitchen.
Oh, TG Kitchen. Okay. That's TG Kitchen is the place where you need to go then. I'll be sure to add that also in like the description so people can follow you there. And thank you so much for listening, everybody. Bye-bye.